The thing about being from Baltimore is people talk shit about Baltimore, and I'll defend it to the day I die. Except when someone's like, well, what about West Baltimore? And I'm like, yeah, don't stop at the red lights there.
So I'm glad that that video was made because now I can connect the dots for you. I can bridge some gaps. So that idea, what he said, like you don't want to get stopped at the corner, is the reason why they have so many people infiltrating traffic, right? These people that are around this city and other cities running amok know good and motherfucking well where it will get unsafe for them if they were to try that cowardice shit that they're doing around all of the cities and states that we've discussed previously that they're trying to change right before our very eyes. Okay? Now, this is my theory. This does not have to be true, but this is from me observing out of pure speculation that when I get outside and then there's a cluster of people around me that are slowing me up, cutting me off, right? I'm used to being in traffic where I can look to the left, to the right, and somebody that look like me right there is right there. And 9 times out of 10, I'm telling you, 9.5, 9.8 times out of 10, if we experiencing the same discomfort at the same time, baby, you want to know it. Like you don't want to be around us because somehow we're gonna link up. Like hey, they don't want that shit. They don't want that. And then what makes it worse is if you in traffic and then you at a light where you at an intersection where the people at, where the people just right there on the corners, right? If you ain't getting the heat from the car, you want to get it from the corner. This is the reason why they have went through every city and state and infiltrated the hoods. They have infiltrated and weakened the hoods. They have took these people off the corners. We were each other's protection regardless if we was in traffic or walking. If something that didn't look like us was playing with us, the neighbors going to get pressed up on. Their birthday candles was going to get blown out. Simple as that. And they don't like that. Like I said, this shit all originated from some palm colored man's pride being weakened at the fact that he was had to stop at the light when somebody else that didn't look like him had to make a right or a left and their lane was green. Or you don't need a light to turn right. This motherfucking Ed Hardy wearing motherfucker was pissed the fuck off and said, you know what? I'm gonna stop this. Like every time that shit happened, this motherfucker is making a new alliance and mapping out a new way to fuck a motherfucker up just in case they tried to breeze past him again, regardless if they were going different places or not. And this is just the mindset of a lot of people that think this way. So it doesn't have to really deal with color, but it originated from a certain seed. And that mindset, it definitely widespreads across the different coasts of people who have that mindset, which is why you have different people tagging along, aiding this shit in. So I want you to understand if you are a victim of this, they want you in clusters. So when you look to your left and you look to your right, it looks like more of them than us. But trust me, we are there. But what they're doing is putting about 50 of them around you. So it seems like they deep and everybody is going for the bullshit of trying to slow you down 25 miles an hour, 10 miles an hour every damn where you go. They called in the reinforcements. It's not us. They know that shit. And in my city, I've seen like in the year 2021, 22, even before that, these people were in Jeeps and SUVs and all these different types of vehicles and groups of fours and twos and threes and even beyond. And they even have this place called Open Works where it's a breeding center for them to create strategies and operations on the people and how to disfranchise these really black, thick and black saturated places, where we cultivate, where we were born, where we hang out. They needed to dilute that shit. I can never fucking forget the day that I was doing Grubhub and I fucking had my daughter in the car. She was asleep and I went to the KFC right there on Greenmount. Now, if anybody know about the KFC on Greenmount, you know the parking lot is in the back of Greenmount. Now, my daughter was asleep. I left her in the car with the car lock. When I came back to my car from getting the order, it was a white lady by my car. Get ready to call 911. Talk about, like, bitch, if you don't get the fuck away from it. This is the type of shit that they was doing. Now, this is the second white lady that did that shit to me, right? How the fuck you going? Y'all in so much in business that don't belong to you, right? Hey, sometimes and I'm not even elaborating on these thoughts. I'm just saying little shit. But sometimes it matters. But you can kind of judge that a bitch ain't going in KFC and staying there for 5 hours. That's the crazy thing. And a lot of the times when the parents get back before the police come, bitch, your ass is grass, so you should have been worried about minding your fucking business. But that little inkling back in the day let me know that these people in this area was definitely not here for a good reason. And then I started seeing these people taking the black kids to the parks and shit like that. I knew they was experimenting and operating and shit. Next thing you know, all of them people gone. So the same thing that they trying to do with the traffic disbursement and things like that. And the idea, I'm like, why do it look like so many people around me? Then I'm looking at the license plates: Maryland, Virginia, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Anguatita, Chile. I mean, you got motherfuckers that ain't even from this country here with their vehicles. And I'm like, something is up with that. Something is really, really up with that. It's fishy. I smell it. I smell that shit. And is that man making that video trying to be cool? Motherfucking told on itself. These motherfuckers is never really, really cool. They try to be cool because they're informants. They need to siphon the information. So of course, we done seen the movies where you done had the detective. You thought they was your best friend. They didn't convince you. We done seen it time and time again. And they take all the information that they can and bust your ass. And you be sitting, I thought you was my friend. I'm fuck you up. Yeah, nigga, like, use your instincts. Use your intuition when it comes to this shit. We got to be like felines at this point because something is just not panning out. So as I collect information and get receipts and able to bridge the gaps for my people, the ones that enjoy my content, the ones that appreciate what I'm doing, and I thank you and we reciprocate and we love, y'all be keeping me running, okay? This is for y'all. So I hope y'all can understand exactly what I'm trying to say. And I hope I didn't miss out a part because I really want to make it thorough so y'all can understand that these motherfuckers want us to feel outnumbered. That way they can put their agenda down without us even knowing. Because these are the decision makers for America. Okay? So on that note, I hope y'all was heavily educated. Y'all had some really good experiences here today on my live. And then, this is not live, damn. I forgot where I was at, y'all. You can tell I've been cheating. Leave a comment, ask your questions, whatever you gotta do, and we can continue to expand on this idea. All right, my babies. I'll see you next time I come around.